K254 Radio, you know what it is. I'm over here with the squad. You know what I mean? I just got my new waves. I was brushing my hair all night, ready, prepared for this. I was ready. I do not own the rights to this music, but I still play it because I'm African American. Come on. God. You feel that itch. I'm moving fast, boy, I'm getting free.
All y'all play there. There it is. That's your phone?
Hey, yo, my wrist is.
That's your phone?
Fuck bitches, they all alike. Stand up, nigga, not the falling type. Hot blacker than a Harlem night till I hit you. They say the devil will part of my daddy, cause the Lord did bless you. Yeah, look at that body. Sharp but shouty, cause your show is special. Talk to the rescue, never save a heart.
Yeah, I know what it is. K254 Radio. We about to go live here in about 5 minutes. Make sure y'all tune in. Get something to sip on, get something to drink, whatever you want to do. I just want to make sure y'all tune in because we about to set it off. Tag somebody, smile at somebody, and if you ain't got no eyelashes, it's okay. Just smile real hard. It's all right. Eyelashes on deck. Hashtag eyelashes. Y'all know what it is. Y'all see what it is. Y'all know what we about to do. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I'm just saying, I hope y'all feeling good. I'm ready to do this. I've been waiting for this. I feel like Creed 2 coming out. Make sure I go see that. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear both of you. Let me hear you say something. Let me do a mic check real quick.
Check.
Okay. Oh my God. Tipsy. Hashtag tipsy eyelashes. Hashtag tipsy eyelashes. I'm waiting for the producer to give us a countdown or something. She didn't give us no countdown yet, so. We're 3 minutes out, y'all. We're going to start in 3 minutes. I need y'all to go ahead and get y'all bathrobe and dirty dish towel ready. Yes, you know how people wash their face with dirty dish rags. Dirty dish rags in the building. If you can see this live right now on Facebook Live, I need you to share it, put it in a group. You know what I mean? We want everybody to tune in for this conversation because it needs to be had. We are not afraid of the hard dialogue. That's why we did that. You see what I'm saying? We got a team full of people that say, that's what's up. Yeah, I got a squad. And eyelashes and drunk eyelashes and eyebrows.
Make sure that you download the TuneIn app or go to www.k254radio.com. Once you bring that up, the TuneIn logo will come up. Click on that and then just search that's what's up. And you'll be tuned in. Yeah, there we go.
Niggas can't get it best out. Hot since the purple tip and this Cuban funk in my chest out. He keep calling on King Push, this beach chair. I'm straight out. Is my name.
Man, I've been ready all week.
I've
been ready all week. Like, yo, they be like, yo, Mario, you ready? I was like, yo, I started doing sit-ups immediately. For real, I was in the grocery store at Walmart, like, give me this to me. You know, I had a whole. Listen, I didn't know they put that much blood in the packaging. I thought they were supposed to drain the meat. Cause I had a white T-shirt on, and I'm doing sit-ups with the meat, and the blood was getting in my face, but I didn't want to stop. I was like, protein. Yeah, it was protein though. I was gonna make a protein shake out of the blood that was on my shirt. I'm saying, I'm not a quitter. I am not a quitter. We got a minute? I don't appreciate y'all giving me a countdown. I'm trying to share it. Like, y'all should have texted me. Did you go to your page? Did you go to your page? See, when you come to work drunk, this is what happens. Ladies and gentlemen.
It's 5 o'clock. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, big people and small people, y'all know what it is. It's what the street's been asking for, so we coming back to you with the street talk, okay? Listen, I'm Mario Cochran, a.k.a. Mr. KTU, and I'm with
Zimbri
and LaWanda. That's what's up.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Did you want to do it again? I think they both drunk. I think they both drunk for the weekend.
So what's supposed to tone down? You totally tuned down.
No, I thought you say, and we're listening to. That's what you did last time.
You know what? You're right.
You know what? We want to do it again? Hold on. Let me do this again. Hold on. Box, pause. Make believe like we're starting over. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, big people, small people, y'all know what it is. We back with another one, okay? I'm Mr. KTU 101, a.k.a. Mario Cochran.
And I'm Tipsy Zimbri today.
And I'm LaWanda, and you're listening to
That's What's Up. That's the way we're supposed to do it from now on, that's the way you do it.
Listen, you interrupted my little just now.
I don't believe that, do y'all?
I mean,
who believe that?
But I mean, since we're here, and we got viewers, on this topic today.
Right.
And that topic,
What is it?
But the topic is, who is the head of the household? And do those gender roles apply in today's society?
Who is the head of the household? And do those gender roles apply in society?
Today. Or in your
The men are the leaders and women don't do nothing.
See, right now.
Is anybody listening? Hello?
Walk out the door, stand in traffic, and let me run you over.
That is so cruel. That is really cruel.
But that's the reality.
Before we even get into that, let's make it a little bit more personal. What y'all do this week? What did y'all do this weekend?
No, what did you do, Zimbri?
Zimbri is drunk right now.
Listen, she got shades on here like
she is. How you gonna be high and drunk at work?
I'm high, don't say it. Listen, I'm a little tipsy though. I mean, I had fun last night.
At the strip club. At the retirement home strip club.
What did you do outside of drinking?
Don't fess up. Don't fess up.
Whatever.
That's not good.
Well, first of all, on Wednesday we had a ladies' night at LaWanda's house. She cooked for us. So,
oh really? I didn't get no invite.
Yes, she did.
No, it was a ladies' night. So that was fun.
Oh, wasn't Larry there? Oh, wait a minute.
No, he left.
Oh, he went.
This is my story. My weekend business. Okay, Wednesday, ladies' night. We drank 3 bottles of wine. 3, no joke. And then yes.
Moscato.
And then last night I went out and had some grown-up fun. I had a kid. My sister was watching.
Grown-up fun, you know what that means.
Watching, have my kids, so I had a nice night with.
Look, she don't want to tell us who it was. Who was it though? Who did you have a nice night with?
Name drop.
Nanya.
Nanya or Ninin? Did she say Ninin or Nanya?
With Patron. I had a nice night with Patron.
Oh, that's his nickname.
Today is a shade day.
Today is a shade day because let me tell you.
And we didn't get the memo on the shade.
Yeah, I can do shades too. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you do? How was your weekend?
Listen, did I do much? I didn't do much, but I did go kayaking today. And believe it or not, black people do kayak. What? No, we did. We did get Mario out there earlier in the week. And so we had a good time. It's so relaxing. You just have to be out there on the water to experience that, to get the full scale understanding.
Right.
And we actually just got in, about 2?
Oh, y'all went today too?
We went today.
Okay, all right. Because I didn't get that memo.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yes, you did.
Okay, I didn't get a memo. I got a text. I didn't get the memo.
Same thing.
It's not the same thing.
And what about you? What you do?
So, basically, what I did was I practiced going back to Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. So what might happen is if I get the memo in the mail that says we have to leave tomorrow, I'll be prepared.
You gonna have all the shots?
No, I don't need shots. What I need is to turn on this music.
Yes, you do. That's what's up.
Y'all see how I came in when I was talking?
Yeah.
I think I timed it just right. I don't appreciate it. Listen, I had a good week. I'm getting ready to retire from the military, so I'm talking to everybody about, you know what I'm saying, claiming stuff. Because in the military, we don't claim the things that we're supposed to claim because we try to be hard for our soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So I had a headache, you know, on last week. So I decided to go and complain about it. It was like, well, ain't you getting ready to get out? We know why you here. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, lady, why you got attitude? Can I claim about? You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to give me no medicine. She was like, well, just wait till you get out.
She's a million knocker.
Yeah, she disrespected me a little bit. She disrespected me a little bit.
But I mean, she just wants you to go. But since we have come to this topic about who is the head of the household, now, and I like to use this word typically, but you know, usually it goes by filing status for your income tax purposes, and then there's 3 pretty much rules to engagement for this. 1, be unmarried or considered unmarried at the end of the year. 2, have paid more than half of the cost of keeping up the home for the tax year. 3, usually have a qualifying person who lived with the head in the home for more than half of the tax year unless the qualifying person is a dependent parent. Now, yeah, we have the tax purpose definition of head of the household, but that's not really what we're talking about here today, honey.
Let me find out we getting deep on here.
We definitely have to get deep.
Let's do this.
Now, the thing is,
that's what's up.
Now, who is the head of the household?
The man.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we got statistics?
Yeah, we have
let's do the facts out first.
She
ready to box, y'all. She ready to box.
42% of mothers or sole primarily breadwinners bringing in at least half of the family earning, according to the Center for American Process. And then just lead roles and relationships. So that's what we're really talking about. So I just wanted to say some stuff that I wrote down. So 1 establishes a relationship contract setting the roles. So this is about lead roles. Uses domestic discipline to maintain order in the relationship. Uses sexual mastery to keep his partner or her partner emotionally fulfilled. And then last, takes on the time-honored and proven role of a traditional husband. So,
now that fits better to what we're talking about.
Yes.
You like that? You like that better?
It's better than tax purposes.
But I think it's the same damn thing. But go ahead.
No, I mean, technically it's not. Not for our purpose right now. Right. So, since you said the man is the head of the household, and I will, quote, end quote, takes his rightful place as the head of the household, I'm trying to understand
what does that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay, so
rightful place.
since we're jumping into deep dialogue, that's what we hear, that's what's up, that's what we do here, right? So, with that being said, what I wanted to do is I wanted to make sure I outline a few things. So, I'm going to give this outline real quick. So, let's talk about what the men are supposed to do.
Okay,
according to society, right? Mm-hmm. So, we know that men are supposed to provide, protect, lead, and teach.
Okay.
All right. Now, if that's not just for the children, that's also in support of the wife. Is that yes or no?
I'll take that.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, I think that the biggest problem that we have right now is that some people do not understand what men are supposed to do. Let's just say in a protection role. Protection role is I want all the doors locked at a certain time.
Okay.
What happens is women get with their friends and their friends tell them, girl, don't let him tell you when to lock the doors. You grown, you independent. I'm just saying. The thing about it is the things that men are supposed to do in a household, you have to have someone that's submissive enough to say, handle your business, daddy.
Okay.
Talk to me.
1, we're not using daddy.
Okay.
That would imply that you are such, and that is not the case. 2, don't always bring up the friends. What we're talking about in our household.
The friends affect your household.
But if you're saying a different analogy, then I could have been with that. But when you started jumping to the friends, let's address the household first, and then we can go into the third part.
Okay, so based on what I said, okay, whether the woman has outside influence or not, the fact of the matter is,
I got to stand up because I already.
Whether the woman have outside influence or not, sometimes it's how you raise and what society tells you. Well, you don't be submissive to that man to this degree. You don't let him tell you X, Y, and Z. And I think that's a big problem. If we say, if my job is to protect the household, and I said this is what I'm doing to protect the household, you have to be in agreement with it. We have to be on one accord in order for things to work. If not, you're going to have a discord in the house.
I think the problem I have is with the word submissive.
Okay, well shit, let's talk about it.
I think that's my problem with that. And we're gonna go back to even back in the day. Well, let me fast forward to
back
modern
in the
time.
day.
Okay, so when you ask a woman to be submissive, that is with the acknowledgement that man is doing what he's supposed to do in the household.
Okay.
I cannot be submissive to a person who's not taking care of their business. If
Okay.
they're not providing. And then when it comes to protection, what exactly are you protecting me from? Something that may happen? That's like a criminal when you say, well, I'm going to put you in jail for something that you may do in the future. So when it comes to, like, seriously, when it comes to locking doors, I mean, I feel like that's a whole family exercise that should be done. That's not specific to the man supposed to lock the door. Hell, let's all lock the door.
I think it's a controlling thing. I think it's a controlling
controlling connotation too.
Yes.
Okay, well, Z, elaborate on the control.
Okay, controlling. I feel like a man, like it says, if you have to be submissive, you have to do what the man says. No, it doesn't work like that. In today's, I was just
Get it out with your drunk self.
waiting for you to say something.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let you get your point across. Go ahead.
Waiting for you.
Yeah.
But I think that it should be like a partnership. Like a
Yes.
man should not feel a certain way nor a woman. And I think that sometimes men want that control over the woman or the household where this comes into place when it shouldn't be that way.
And even more so, I think it's a matter of when those words like submissive and control come into play, it's whether that man values that woman as an equal participant. If you don't value me and what I bring to the table and we're on an equal playing field, then there's going to be words like submissive utilized.
Okay.
And I think, first of all, we need to establish that when we get into this relationship or whatever, these are our roles together. When a man sits on the throne, who is by his side? A woman. She's not at his feet. So let's not get that twisted. So when guys start realizing that women are equal, then words, like I said, words like submission
And
will not have
like
to
the
be
stat
used.
says, 42% of mothers, women, are bringing in more money than men.
Yes.
And so I feel like men feel some type of way sometimes.
Of course they
when
do.
When a woman makes more than a man.
It's
Hold on.
intimidation.
When a woman makes more than a man, and like, what does that mean? Like, we can't.
Yeah,
we
explain
can't
that.
So first of all, ladies, I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, your point of view. So here's the thing, right? First of all, I don't think that a real man gives two shits about how much money you make.
That's bull.
I don't think a real man, hold on, I don't think a real man cares about how much money you bring in. Think about it. What you bring in promotes the team. The team is the household.
I don't agree with that.
The team is the household.
Because when you say real, you have, okay, so are we talking about inanimate objects here when we say real? So it's the words, when you say words, I'm going to analyze the crap out of that.
Well, that's fine. When I say
Man.
submissive, what I'm saying is at some point in time, someone has to say that your idea is what we're going to go with. What you're saying in reference to how we're going to handle a particular situation is what we're going to move forward with. So at some point in time, the man has to be submissive. I can't always say, well, this is how we're going to do it,
That is
and I don't want to
the
hear
first
it.
time I've actually heard a man
Put that
say
clock.
sometimes. You know what? That's what's up.
Okay, so we got a question from the audience. Z, it's on you. You drunk. I think this is going to be hilarious. You read it out loud. Go ahead.
Does being submissive...
No, that's not what it says. That's not what it says.
Yes,
She
it
can't even
does.
read it good.
Does
She
being
can't.
submissive have the underlying meaning of a woman being under the man?
No, and that's what we were saying. Listen, I think when people hear submissive, especially in today's society, it's like, oh hell no. I got a degree, I got money, I got this. Here's the thing. I do not appreciate a person that's an adult saying, I'm independent. Listen, if you doing adult shit, you don't get adult credit. You don't get adult applause. You get good for you. That's it. If I'm taking care of my kids, if I'm taking care of my home, then good for you.
You're right.
If somebody comes up to me, let's just say I'm interested in my welcome to the club, whatever. If your first speech to me is I pay my own bills, I take care of my kids,
But
well,
you know
goddamn it, who else supposed to do that
But
shit?
you know why women do that? That's a defense mechanism. Because
Okay,
we know
speak on that.
a lot of times men will try to downplay our role. And the thing is, and I'll go back to the Father's Day situation, when women congratulate or give a happy Father's Day to this woman. It's because that's one of the roles that we do play. Not only is it father role, we play doctors, lawyers, therapists, counselors, freaking nurse. And we even do that for our spouse, our significant others. So it's not we're saying that we have the certain tool that makes us specific for our male or female. What we're saying is that this is the role that we play, respect that, value that. We're not trying to take anything away from the man.
I think that women, what we should realize at the end of the day, and even at the beginning of the day, it's like, I don't think men talk to women, it's like, okay, well, let me throw a bunch of challenges out. I think a lot of women take upon themselves to be like, I need to be defensive. And I don't think that's the way men go about it. When a man meets you, it's like, well, I really hope she has a sense of self-worth. I really hope that she understands her value. When I say self-worth, I'm just saying, I hope that she don't feel like she needs to put on for me. Like she could be herself.
Okay, so when you say when a man, you're speaking for the masses of men, and I guarantee you not all men think
I'm not speaking for the masses.
She's fine. I'm wondering how long it's going to take me to hit that.
And y'all don't be sizing men up?
I mean, not to that.
Look. She didn't breathe.
Now, we may know within the first, seeing him that we probably, whatever. But a guy, that is his whole intention, is to try to get in our pants. So we feel like we have to kind of step on, I'm independent. I don't need you. If I want to give you something, I can. But this is what I bring to the table.
Okay, so let's jump back into the household. We are in the household. Obviously, you didn't gave something up. Okay? You didn't gave some JJ up. He didn't gave some ding-a-ling up. So now we in the household.
Okay, let me tell you about a situation that just happened. Okay?
See what happens when you get drunk? See what happens?
A man told me that he wanted me to play the role of a woman. Like, he'll take care of everything if I just play the role of a woman. I don't understand what that means.
What's the role of a woman?
Yes. What is the role of a woman?
Let's get that shit out.
I have no clue. Like, I need people to let me know what that role is.
Why you ask him to do that shit?
Because I had to cut him off. Because I mean, we were even on the phone and he said he don't want to jump from one topic to another topic, like stick to this topic, move to another topic. I mean, men are still out there like that. They feel like they have this controlling aspect where they want to control the woman, and he didn't even really know who I was as a woman. I've been working my whole life. I was typically the breadwinner in my family, so that's all I know how to do is be that. And I feel like if a man appreciates a woman and we can both equally we can have more way more than a man saying I want you to be whatever in the house. Like, no, I don't like to do with me.
I just gave her some crowd love because sometimes when women speak, you gotta encourage them to do.
Oh my God!
Like, I just feel like, listen, ladies, you gotta understand. Men speak to you based on what they know to be true. No, listen, hold on. What they know to be true. So if a man assesses you, let's say a man assesses you in a club atmosphere, all right? He gets 3 to 10 seconds to assess who you are.
Okay.
Whether you slutty, whether you boss-like, whether you to yourself kind of conservative, having a good time, he's going to ordain you with 3 words. Now, whether those words are classy, sophisticated, grown, or slutty, community, like whatever, and that happens on both sides. What I want to make sure that we deal with is we've already passed all that. We are now in a household together.
Okay.
We are now in a household together. So let's talk about, in reference to the men and women, what are men and women responsible for in the household?
Collectively. The bills, taking care of the kids, taking care of the household in general, i.e. yard work, freaking dishes. A man can wash dishes, honey. Take out trash.
I don't want to do no yard work.
I'm sorry?
I don't want to do the yard
I couldn't hear you. I couldn't hear what she said.
I think that we need to.
I couldn't hear her. Hello?
I don't want to do the yard work. I don't feel
she don't want to do what?
No, it's too high.
Okay, so before you continue.
I just shot her in the face. I shot her in the face.
The question from Audrey is, in an argument about the home, who has the final word? I feel like this should be a collective thing. There's no final word, no last word. This has to be collective.
But see, I was talking to a woman and she says her husband does. Like, she allows him to have a final word. Now, on my end, it would be a little bit hard for me because that's just who I am. I think that we would have to agree.
Yes. Oh, you're going to be the last one to say it? We agree and then you get the one to be the one to say it, like on a
I typically get the last word. word.
That's not like some
honestly. And
game
I
show
honestly
stuff
do.
like, okay, like on Family Feud. So what we going for? Apples.
Me personally, ladies, I love a woman that is brave enough to speak up for themselves. Because the fact of the matter is, you got to think about, in most households, you have children involved. Mm-hmm. And the thing about it is, you only can go based on, in reference to raising your kids based on what you know to be true, your education, and your experience. However, those three things combined does not mean that you have the best way. So you have to have someone strong to say, you know what, that might not be the best way. Let's think about this. I might just say, hey, we punishing their ass, take the Nintendo away for life. And somebody might have to say, you know what, life is a little too harsh. Let's give it a week. You see what I'm saying? So if you're in a household, shout out to everybody that's watching, that's what's up. You know what we do. If you're in a household and you feel like you don't have say-so, you're in the wrong relationship. You see what I'm saying?
Or it could be, I mean, this is one of the things you talked about last time. You have to have those conversations at the beginning of, before you try to get into the relationship.
Definitely.
Otherwise, it leaves room for misunderstandings and that, as far as interpretation goes. Okay, so when, say, and I'm just throwing out there hypothetically, if we were in a relationship, or we just met each other, whatever, what are you going to tell me, or how can we decide the inner workings of how our home is going to be run? Do you feel like you should have your rightful place at the head of the household, and pretty much you're not going to listen to what I'm saying? What would you say to this woman to make sure she knows that, one, her, there's a reason why I'm saying,
in the household,
that she is valued, and that you respect her opinion and what she
I don't even think people have those conversations.
No, they don't
but
have
I think
conversations.
that it needs to happen, because I think you get in a relationship and then the man wants her to be more submissive, and probably she could have said that in the beginning that she probably would be.
The problem is that, you know what I'm saying, based on our title, you're already now in the household.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you're already in the household. The thing about it is we get into these situations where we get into relationships and we don't know who the hell you are. You see what I'm saying? It's like, we all know about the honeymoon phase, so we ain't going to bore y'all. We're not going to bore y'all with that. But let's talk about after the honeymoon phase. I didn't know that you sing, right? I didn't know that you was fashionable. So now it's like afterwards, it's like you long to do these things. You long to get out there, and let's just say, hey, I like to go to the club. I like to go to strip club. I like to do the, damn, who is this person?
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, when you talk about in the household, and I kind of jotted some notes down, you talk about spiritually, emotionally, financially, and physically. So if both people are on the same accord, like we want to promote these things in our household, then I don't think that it should be an issue.
It should always be shared, but we still have to address what's happening in reality, not what we would like to see first. Let's address what is happening.
Okay, so finances. Do you think that a man, and we can ask the viewers too and yourself, when a man makes less than a woman, does he feel some type of way? Does he feel like he has to allow her to say more or do more because he's, I don't know.
Nope.
Okay, explain.
I don't think so.
Listen, ladies, you gotta understand. You my woman. You riding for your boy. You dig? You riding for me. Okay? Know what I'm saying? If my woman is caking, like she getting the dough. She getting the bait.
You know what I'm saying? You won't be intimidated by that.
No, why?
Because
listen, if your woman is riding for you, you know what she doing? She handling her business. So while she handling that, you handling the household, you handling the maintenance, you doing everything that you need to do. It's partnership. It's teamwork. So she knew when she got with you and she had that intimate conversation at the beginning. God damn it, if you work at, let's say IBM or whatever the case may be, right? Apple, whatever. And I'm working goddamn Waffle House, you know you make more than me. But you got with me anyway because you like my personality. You seen something in me that said, you know what, I can build with this man. I can help develop our teamwork. I can get together and say, you know what, we can be great. So that man is not intimidated.
It sounds like butterflies and ice cream cones. But that's not the case. So a lot of men are intimidated by a woman that makes more.
How many men can talk to a strong woman?
Not many.
Think about it. How many men, hold on. How many men right now come up to you without being like twisted and intoxicated or whatever, and actually come up to you in a club and tell you, hi, my name is such and such, you know what I'm saying, what's your name, and I would love to take you out on a date? Without sending his homeboy, or without sending a drink first.
Well, it depends. Are you talking about the club?
Anywhere. I'm talking about ladies and gentlemen, you know the confidence of a man or a woman based on the interactions that happen in the beginning of the situation. You know their confidence level. Can you not gauge their confidence?
There are so many facades that are being displayed. And so
I'm not saying the first date. I'm saying the interactions. When you sit down with somebody and you say, okay, well, what are your short-term and long-term goals? And they say, God damn it, I'm telling you how to talk. I'm telling you how to talk. Stop spitting on me, Z. Stop.
In the beginning.
That was domestic violence. I need the police and the Salvation Army to report to the King 25 Radio.
Okay, what I'm trying to let you know, Mario, is that you are, what you're saying has to do with somebody who, I guess, is mature in mentality. What we're saying is what's going on out here today. You have to address that in order to move on. This is what you should be doing, or this would totally behoove you to perform in this way.
Yeah.
So you have to address those things that's going on. 9 times out of 10, no one is asking what is your 5-year goal, your 10-year goal.
We scared.
I think it depends on where you're meeting these people. Where you're meeting these people. I mean, if you're in the club, it's a different scenery. Okay, so it's going to be different. But I think that once you get the phone number, whatever the case may be, then yes, eventually, I think people would ask that. I mean, I've gotten asked that.
I saw that on TV.
So hit the scene real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are allowing yourself to get to know someone and within the first 3 occasions, if you have not asked that man or woman what are their short-term and long-term goals, you are failing yourself and you are now responsible for whatever happens with your situation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I don't think people know how to even hold those
Because
conversations.
we're not groomed like that. That's why you have to have friends in your circle that's going to not only give you, girl, let's be bitter. Girl, let's be vindictive. And the same thing for guys. The same thing for guys. But the thing about it is like this. It's like this. I met somebody who I'm vibing with. They seem like they got a great personality, a good head on their shoulders. Now, what do we do to find out about those short-term and long-term goals? You put yourself in a position where no alcohol involved. You see what I'm saying? And it's not a bunch of friends involved, and you all can have an intimate conversation so you can get to the household status. What's up?
Okay, so let's establish this because I think the downfall or the miscommunication comes when you meet somebody you don't know what they value. So if I saw a post, I didn't necessarily agree with it, but it said if you value yourself, if a woman values herself, then she will find value in that man. Something to that effect. I'm just paraphrasing. But the reason why I didn't agree with it, because it depends on what you value. If I value, I have a car, I have a house, I have an education, then if that man doesn't have that, I'm not going to value him. Now, if I say I value a moral compass, I value integrity.
That's where that list comes in. I mean, I think everybody should have a list. If you're a single person, you should have a list. And it might not be a list that you physically write down 1 through 10, but I think it is. It's standards that you have that you're looking for in that other person.
And in your marriage.
Yes. In your marriage, then perfect. Like, how do you uphold them to that list? But I think me as a single woman, I have a list. And when it comes to a man, I look for those characteristics to make me say yes or whatever. Now, I've probably detoured off that list a couple times, and it's my fault when a person gets hurt, but if you have these standards that you stick to, then you're more likely not to.
Because it's called accountability. A lot of times people become complacent in their relationship, and they're not doing the things that they used to do when you first met them. They've gotten used to that money. And a lot of times, and I'll say for guys, what I've noticed is that if a woman doesn't work and the man is a sole breadwinner, then people are calling her a gold digger. But when a woman makes more money, that guy is so intimidated, he feels like he doesn't have a say-so in the household. He may feel emasculated. You know, how can, and you know, y'all need your egos boosted all the time.
Oh my God. You see how people trying to take shots at you? I was going to let this shit ride, but you need y'all to
mama or do you need a wife? Which one do you need?
So I tell you what. Since this conversation is promoting such great dialogue, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a 3-minute break so that way our viewers can continue to share, take a bathroom break. We're gonna play some music or whatever. We're gonna be back in 3 minutes. And open the phone line. So if you want to call, make sure that you call in to K254 Radio, and the number is 254-300-1252. That number again is 300-1252. When we come back, we're going to be answering phone lines, and we're going to hear from the viewer. Who should be the head of the household? We're going to holler at y'all.
Keep it locked.
Serving, eyes getting low, but I'm still observing. I see you. Never see me out in person. I'm always working. Money out your hand if you make a look.
Huh? I think that's real good. I like how you